Welcome back to Clean with Kate, and I think this might be the fourth part of my weekly home blessing, which has really spread out today, much longer than it does normally, but I'm still vacuuming. I've had quite a few disturbances today. I'm just going to actually vacuum this table because I noticed there's a lot of bits of plants on it from earlier in the week when I had plants on it, or last week rather. Right. Now, I'm just going to go into the conservatory because I did want to run the vacuum round. And actually, while I haven't got the head on, it's a really good time to run the vacuum cleaner around and just get out the worst of some of this dirt. Oh my goodness, there's just so much in here to do at this time of year. I might vacuum some of these chairs. It's a really good way of getting stuff off them. These are old Lloyd Loom chairs that we have in here. They're really nice conservatory chairs. I think I need to go and get a head on this. Just bear with me. I would think it would pick up more. I kind of don't want to put these chairs back in here until I've got the Dyson down and had a go at the carpet with Dyson, but that may just be my perfectionism. It may be best just to leave it this week. Golly, I'm ready for a cup of tea. I think I've got the kettle on. Just need to listen out for it. It's been a busy day today. There's been lots of interruptions. Normally I would get my weekly home blessing done. Sorry if I'm going too fast. In about 2 hours. But this morning I just kept getting distracted and people coming to the door, and it's just taken me a lot longer than it does normally. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these, whether I'm going to edit them together into one or I may just put them up separately. But there has been a lot of interruptions this week. Would you like to see me do a live? I think I've looked at my channel and I think I'm allowed to do lives, which is really interesting. I've never done a live, but I thought it might be something you might enjoy. So would you like that? Let me know if you would. If you'd like to clean along with me live. I don't know if that's something you'll be into. It'll certainly be a new experience for me. I think it could be fun. How much cleaning do you think we'd get done? Right, so I'm going to move the onions. I just keep having to work around these onions at the moment. I think this bag might need emptying when I finish. It's going to be pretty full. Right, let's just get some more of the bits up off the table. And I'm just going to keep vacuuming these chairs. This is my conservatory garden room. If you're new to the channel, you may not have seen this before, but it's like an indoor garden. It's a single glazed Victorian greenhouse that is attached to my house, and it's absolutely wonderful. I love having an indoor garden. It's very hot in summer and very cold in winter, but in spring and autumn it's just lovely to sit out in. It's a dull day today, so it's a good day for me to work on it. But today I'm just giving it, I gave it a brush up last week, but I'm just giving it a quick vacuum today, petty, as part of my weekly home blessing, because it just gets a lot of it's a very mucky room, as you can see. Oh my goodness. Sometimes it's overwhelming. There's just all the petals falling off everything at this time of year. I'm a bit behind on my deadheading, as you can probably see, so there's lots of petals falling down. These chairs I've had a long time. I just pick these up at auctions or at car boot sales. I don't pay too much for them because I am putting them in a greenhouse, but they're really, really versatile. In fact, I've had these probably for a long time actually. They've probably been in this conservatory now for at least 10 years, maybe 12 years. Right, I've got some water in these washing cans. Let's just get them out. Oh no, that wasn't clever. Spilt the water. Oh well, it'll dry. This is a proper working greenhouse. Whoops, vacuum's come apart. Oh, that's... Right, I'm just going to vacuum up these petals off here. Just trying to get the worst of it up, so it just looks a bit better. Let's never ever get on top of it completely. I think we did once actually. We emptied the greenhouse completely, or the conservatory, and we repainted everything. And then we put it all back in, and for a few days it looked amazing. But then, of course, this turns to chaos. Like you can see, I'm knocking stuff off. Anyway, it's better than it was when I started. That's pretty good. I've got the worst of it out. I haven't gone into the corners. I do need to come in and do that. My goodness, it's full of wildlife as well as spiders everywhere. Try not to vacuum any spiders up. Oh dear, that is an occupational hazard of vacuuming in here, unfortunately. Spiders. Right. Okay, I'm just getting down here and vacuuming. Golly. Do you know, I think I might have had enough in here now. I bet my kettle's boiling. Let's get behind the radiator, because actually that will be coming into use soon. Because once the weather gets cooler, I'll need a frost protector on in here. So I do need to give it a really good clean up so there's no leaves or cobwebs or anything around it. Oh, just spotted something very dehydrated. Right, okay, that's probably... Is that enough to be going on with? Oh, golly, I need to vacuum the rug in here. I can tell I want to keep going. But this is only part of my weekly home blessing, so I'm literally just getting the worst of it up. So I can come in here and have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea without feeling completely overwhelmed by the mess. Yeah, I need to do this when the what are these things called? Watering cans aren't in the way. Making it very difficult for myself. I should have set a timer, which I didn't. And I'm going to just get back here a little bit. I meant to do a detailed vacuum in here last week, but I just didn't get around to it. This is always a busy time of year for me, because the garden's full on at this time of year. So lots of things don't get done as well as I'd like them to. Right, okay. That's better than it was. Made a start. Oh my goodness, the damp in that corner. Right. Oh. Okay, I think we're going to come out of there now. There's a lot of very wilted things in there actually, so I'm just going to pop the vacuum cleaner off for a minute. I just spotted that the basil is really wilted. For some reason my husband's decided this is a good place to keep it, but it's just drying out constantly. I don't think, and he's forgetting to use it. I don't think it's a good place to keep it at all. Let me just give these a bit of water as well, because these are in quite small pots. And they're still flowering really nicely. This isn't normally part of my weekly home blessing. This is a bit of a sidetracked weekly home blessing today. I think the problem is I've just seen so many jobs around the house that need doing. I think the interruptions haven't helped. Every time I get interrupted, I kind of lose my flow and I get sidetracked onto something else. There's another one there. Okay, it's very thirsty in here. Just watering these plants, they're so thirsty. It's been a really hot August and September so far. Golly, look at that. Let's just empty the other two plant pots while I'm in here. I'm just going to give these plants some water, which they're desperate for. I love this plant, so I don't want to risk this drying out. I don't know what these little plants are called. I have quite a lot of them around the house, so if you know, let me know. But I think this one needs to come out of here now. I think it's too sunny in here for it. Just water my favourite scented geraniums, which are looking really sorry for themselves. Oh, sorry about the noise. Crashing the watering can onto the... Golly, I'm managing to water the walls as well. This is a really messy job. I have so many geraniums in here. By the time it comes to autumn, I'm usually ready for a rest. That sounds really funny, doesn't it? And I'm not a winter person, but the summer is so full on with all the plants and the garden and the conservatory. Then by the time it comes around to a bit of autumn or winter, I'm ready to rest. It's my rest and recuperate season. So I can come back in the spring fully recharged. What has been good this year is I haven't had to water in the garden very much. Even though we've had a lot of very hot sunny weather in the UK, we seem to have had just enough rain that it's kept things reasonable. Oh, golly. Keep going, Kate. You nearly empty this watering can. Let's pop some in the top row. Ah, where else? I'm going to take that in there. That amaryllis looks thirsty. Right, I'm going to have to come back in here and water again, but I'm really hoping, I've emptied all the watering cans that have got water in, so that's a start, but I'm hoping my husband's going to come in, fill them all so I can finish the job. Oh, I've just spotted a casualty. Right, anyway, now I need to take my vacuum cleaner back through into the main house. What's weird is I think the kettle should have boiled by now. I'm just going to go and check that it's not boiling itself dry. Maybe I forgot to put it on, or I forgot to put the whistle on. Let's just go back into the main house. Or maybe someone took it off. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm so sidetracked. I actually must have put the tea bag in before I made the video, before I started shooting. And so it's a little stewed. It might not be drinkable. Let's try. I could microwave it. I didn't realise I'd done this. I mean, just very, very sidetracked moment. Oh, lovely. I was ready for that. You know, I think I deserve a sit down. I feel like I've been on the go all day today. I know I haven't. I have had a couple of sit downs. I don't know how many steps I've done out of interest. I don't know if you can see that. It's quite difficult. 13,749. I have walked the dogs as well, but I've walked 9.9 kilometres. That's crazy. No wonder I'm tired. Let's go and have a sit down. I've got to sort this. I've got to come back into the main house and vacuum because I haven't actually vacuumed the kitchens yet. And I always vacuum the kitchens as part of my weekly home blessing. Because I had a window cleaner here earlier, I didn't think it was appropriate for me to be videoing while he was in that part of the house doing the outside windows. So I decided to vacuum different parts of the house for a change. But actually now I'm going to sit in the conservatory for 5 minutes with my cup of tea and just look at the plants. Oh. Actually, it might not be 5 minutes, it might be 30 seconds. Because I'm still sitting looking at all the jobs that I need to do in here. There's so much deadheading to do. And how many watering cans? Oh my goodness. That's a lot of watering cans. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 watering cans. But you know what? Every time I water in here, I use at least 13 watering cans. So it's always useful every time I come in. If my husband's filled them up for me, I can actually get on and do the watering. And normally I would put them under the staging. They don't normally all sit there, but they're just waiting now for him to fill them. So that's me dropping a very unsubtle hint to him to fill up my watering cans. Anyway, do you know what? I think I'm just going to keep going. If I sit down, I think the real danger is I'm not going to get going again. So anyway, I'm going to put my tea down and I'm going to sort this Hetty out because I think I've done enough for now in the conservatory, although I've just spotted something I want to do. Again, when I move the onions, lots of soil has dropped out of them. So actually I would like to get that up so it's not getting walked into the house. Let's just move them over there and get the rest of it up. I think those onions are definitely ready to come in the house now. They've been in the conservatory drying off now for about 2 weeks and we can start using them. And the reason we harden them off, we dry them out in the conservatory, is because they keep better. So some of them we'll store and some of them we'll use straight away. My husband believes that the white onions store better than the red onions. So we're planning to use the red onions first and then the white onions. If you know any different, please let me know, but that is what he thinks. So that's what he's been doing for the last few years. Uses the red onions and then the white onions. But also we'll probably store the bigger onions I don't know why, but I just feel they will probably store better than the small ones. Right. Maybe it's just that they're worth storing. Come on, Hetty. Come with me. We need to go. I still haven't mopped. I think, oh my goodness, that looks so much better. Just looking through there, it looks so much tidier than it did. So I'm actually really pleased with that. Come on, Hetty. What else do I need to bring with me? Nothing. So I'm going to take Hetty. She's not coming willingly through into the kitchen. Oh, I need to go back for my tea as well. Oh, I think there's somebody in here. I hear noise. It might be a man. Might be a man bearing cake if I'm really, really lucky. Yes, it is a man with cake. Oh my goodness, I think I might have to take a tea break. I could do with some cake. Oh, I don't know how long we've been going, but I think it's time for a break. I've got a cup of tea and he's bought cake. So I think I'll probably call it a little break in there. Golly, I've had a lot of breaks today. Anyway, I've done something. So I'm going to take a break and I'm going to come back and then I'm going to vacuum the kitchen and I'm going to mop the kitchen. Anyway, bye for now.